Hello, Cedar Park. Welcome to the TIWA Spotlight. Today I'm joined with senior John Courtwright. So, John, what programs are you involved in at school?
I am primarily involved with our school's theater department, with the actual department itself, and also our Thespian Honor Society, Troop 6289, where I'm also the vice president of it.
So how do you feel about going to this year virtually with theater?
Like it is for every other club and organization, especially for us that really rely on being in person to do it, it certainly poses a very big challenge to do it virtually. But as someone who's in theater and as someone who is speaking on behalf of everyone in theater, we are very creative people. This is something that we do every day, coming over problems. So while it is very scary and we don't know what's going to happen virtually, but we are very much prepared to do whatever we can to make sure that we can still continue to do theater, whether that be virtually for the rest of the year or maybe we'll be in person, but who knows?
How is COVID affecting theater specifically?
So theater really relies on people being in person. We need to be on a stage together. We need to be, maybe you've come to our haunted house before, we need to be able to interact with people. Theater in all different forms really relies on coming together physically, and not only for performances, but during rehearsals as well. So when we can't meet in person, it really throws a wrench into everything.
What are y'all's plans for the rest of the year?
So as far as our fall semester goes, we really can't do much of anything in person just due to how things have panned out. We are currently looking into some ideas on how to do things virtually, whether that be virtual performances. We're also considering, as a troupe, continuing to do events with our department because we understand that as a club and organization that our department really serves as a place for people to meet up, to make friends, to socialize. So we want to continue to have our events, whether that be finally in person or virtually over Zoom. That is what our plans are for the fall semester. For spring semester, fingers crossed that we can actually do things in person. We, in our spring semester, we typically do our UAL competition show. So we are still holding out for that, along with potentially doing a musical like we always do, and maybe some other shows.
How do you feel with this being your senior year, and what are you telling yourself to get through this and your outlook on everything?
So towards the tail end of last year, like as a junior, I was sitting there watching, all these seniors not being able to do their prom, not being able to do graduation. And I was like, I really hope that I don't have to go through the same thing. And here we are. So it sucks because, when you're in high school and really throughout when you're in school in general, you're looking forward to senior year. You're looking forward to having this moment of feeling fulfilled with your high school career, graduating, going to prom, doing everything that a senior should be doing, but we really can't now. However, I'm not going to let that, and I'm sure that everyone else can agree with me on this, that I'm not going to let that make this year terrible. I'm not going to let that get to me. I'm just going to take the situation I'm presented with and move along with it. So I'm going to go to my class Zooms, I'm going to do my homework like I would normally, and so be it.
Do you plan to go into anything theater related after high school?
So as far as like what majors I'm going to be pursuing, what careers I'm going to be pursuing, I haven't really decided. I'm currently planning on doing pre-med in college for pediatric medicine or nursing, as that's something I've always been interested in and being increasingly interested in the college application process. However, I'm still keeping theater in the back of my head. I've always liked it. I've always been good at it. I've always been interested in it. So I'm certainly thinking about it, but as of now, I'm not going
to. So do you think this will change any of that, or not really?
Well, I realized I probably could have answered it this way. So if it's as of COVID changing my plans, for a long time, I really did consider going into theater for college and as a career, but given the state of all the major theater companies, as like most notably Broadway, where it's been shut down for months on end now, and who knows how long it's going to be shut down. Whether or not going into theater is a viable option anymore is something that I've had to consider, something that everyone in the department has to have considered at this point. So Has it changed it? Yes. So.
And do you have any last thoughts or words to say?
I'm really hoping that we are able to go back in the spring or as soon as possible at this point. But to everyone, to all my other seniors who have been having to deal with this, to all of my people in theater who are anxiously waiting to be able to perform again, we can hold on. We've got this. Just keep on moving.
Okay, well, thank you so much, John.